Welcome back. More Checkpoint XP coverage all this weekend for the Valorant Champions Tour. Trying to send a team right now to Iceland, and this is one of the men who may be there. Ethan, what's going on, man?
Just, cruising after the win, that's all.
Definitely. I really want to talk about seeing the growth that you've had over the past month and a half, It seems like you've fallen into your role after switching over from Omen to a Sage. You're really popped off. What is it about kind of the new playstyle that it seems to make you, blossom where you're at?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I think that was just kind of one chapter in my switch. We're already switching things, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I felt pretty comfortable on Sage. It was good, I think, just because no one really in NA played Sage that well. So when I just did well at all, it kind of looked good, I guess. But
I think you deserve a little bit more credit than that.
maybe, but I think it's good kind of getting used to multiple characters. So we'll see how it goes in the future.
So really it seems like 100 Thieves as a team, you guys do really, really well in these early pistol rounds and early, defensive holds, right? What's kind of like your strategy going in to these early matches? Like, are you just trying to be as oppressive as possible and be everywhere? Or are you really just trying to let other teams set the tempo and play to them?
We definitely never play down to our opponent's level, depending on who we play. We kind of always focus on our game and then obviously prep for theirs. I think it's, if you're the better team and you're the better team, you always play on your level, and I think you'll win. So
perfect. And one of the other headlines that we've seen a lot in the past couple of months is it seems more and more CS:GO guys are just making the switch, right? You're starting to see it even in team comps and team metas, is they just want to play passive. They don't mind waiting that first minute 30 to even start making any action. How does that feel to be playing in a game? Because it seems like that meta's, again, the game's only been around for a year, but it seemed lately that it's slowed to a grind. Has that affected your play at all?
No, I think anybody that switches over from CS is going to be kind of used to that. I think that's kind of how this game started. There was a lot of fast rushes, and you can kind of still see it with the more puggy teams, I guess. It's a lot of fast plays and fast aggression. But the meta is always going to change, especially with the new agents. Astra completely changed it and how teams play. So yeah, I think it's going to keep changing, which should be good.
Now, what are you feeling on Astra? This is the first, not professional, but the money's on the line here. You know what I mean? This is a huge tournament that you're first really seeing Astra. Does it, do you enjoy playing it? Because you guys didn't really bring her out. So, is it better to play against her or with her on your team, I guess?
So when she first came out, we've been playing against her in scrims for multiple weeks now, but when she first came out, if you didn't have Astra, it was insanely difficult to play against an Astra. But I think as time goes on, for any agent really, you learn how to play against them and you learn their weaknesses. So I think it depends on the team's playstyle for sure. She could be helpful, but for ours, we think we're fine without her. So
now, again, the winner of this tournament here is going to Iceland, and they're not only going to be in the first Valorant LAN tournament, but it's the first Valorant International tournament at the same time. Do you feel like you want to put on for North America? This, I don't think this is going to be like League of Legends where you just get waxed, but are you excited to be able to go and take on some international competition finally?
Yeah, for sure. I haven't been to a LAN in who knows how long now, so I'm excited to get back to it, kind of play a different competition, and he's getting a little boring, so I think it'll be fun to go overseas and play.
Awesome. And last question before we get out of here. 100 Thieves as a team, you guys have seen some changes, you know what I mean? This is still, I wouldn't say a new team, but it hasn't been around since the very launch of the game. How do you feel? How does it feel playing with the team right now? How's comms behind the scenes? Are you feeling pretty comfortable?
Yeah, everyone on the team, maybe except for Asuna, has a lot of experience. But he makes up for it in skill, for sure. So it feels really good playing with a team that knows how to play correctly. You're not really starting from the ground up with a lot of new teams you join. You're starting from a very good spot, I feel like. So, it feels good.
Awesome. Well, hey, man, we appreciate you taking the time to talk with us today. Hopefully we get to talk to you later on in this tournament and possibly even at Iceland later this year.
Cool. Thank you so much.